everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. Today is a little bit more of a chill video. Not my normal type of content, but something I love to do every year, and that is a 2021 recap. So what we're gonna be going over is kind of like, did I meet any of my goals this year? What sort of exciting things happened for me and my brand? And also some sort of fun adventures and travel things that I did this year. So before we actually jump in, I just wanna say a huge thank you to everyone who supported my channel this year, because we'll get into one statistic first. So I write down all of my stats on January 1st. We started with 1,250 subscribers January 1st. Almost 10,000 more people supporting my channel. I literally can't even wrap my head around it. It means so much to me that you are here, you want to watch my videos, and you want to learn from me. So thank you for all of your time watching my videos, liking, commenting, sharing, all that sort of stuff. And the same goes for Instagram and TikTok as well. And also our adventure channel, which we'll get into more later. So I write down all of my stats January 1st, and then I write some goals for the year. Every time I hit some sort of milestone or something, I write down a whole list of accomplishments, whether that be a video getting so many views, hitting so many subscribers, working with a brand, and things like that. You'll see what I mean in a second. Something I learned in 2020 was to set ambitious goals, but also realistic goals. And that being said, I started 2020 with 1,544 followers, and I set the goal of 5,000. I started 2021 1,772 followers on Instagram. I only gained 200. So I set it for 3,000 and I achieved that. I got a lot of followers on Instagram this year. Subscribers to my newsletter, I only had 13 and now I have 100 more than that, so that's really cool. I do have a newsletter if you haven't heard. The link is always in the description if you would like to sign up for it. I don't spam or anything. You're lucky, honestly, if you get 3 emails from me a month. You get early access to all of the month's videos, for example, and then you also get stuff like extra tips and discount codes and stuff that I might not share here. YouTube views, total views, 88,000, and I just looked today, 550,000. So views doubled over 5 times. Total revenue, $86 total revenue. Granted, I did get monetized in November, so I only had 1 month of revenue, but let's see how much revenue I made this year. $1,800 this year just from YouTube ads. I'm not saying this to brag or anything. I just want to say this for transparency. And a big goal I have for 2022 is actually to get set up as a 1% for the Planet member for this channel. Hopefully starting next year, 1% of the profits I make from ad revenue does go back to the Planet, which is really cool. But also just some transparency around the money that I make. It all goes back into the channel. I bought this light this year. I bought a new microphone this year. We bought a new tripod this year. It's stuff that I use to enhance my videos, all the brands that I've reviewed this year, the toilet paper, the sunscreen, the period underwear, and then stuff that I buy for the giveaways as well. Most watched YouTube video at the start of 2021 was my Extreme Declutter Part 1, which was the declutter I did April 2020. And then I made a video this April. This is honestly probably a video most of you subscribed from. Actually, if you know which video made you subscribe to my channel, let me know. I'd really be interested to hear that. I made it in April and it quickly became the #1 video for the year in a couple months. YouTube videos, 113. How many do I have now? 101 videos this year. At the end of 2020, I wanted to write an ebook and I had lots of mixed feelings about it, mostly because I really want to keep my content free. That's a pillar of my channel, is making zero waste free, easy, and fun. It kind of seemed weird to me to write an ebook that I would have people pay for when I want to keep my content free and accessible to everyone. That's kind of why I put it on the back burner. Plus, it just wasn't looking very good. Maybe one day I'll write an ebook, but I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I want to keep my content free, but I also want to be able to, make this a living. I want this to become my full-time job, and in order to do that, I need to make money. And I also, want to be able to make more money so that I can give more money back. I also made the goal of finishing 3 email freebies. I made 2, which is pretty good. Everything that happened this year, we'll talk more about that later. We did move across the world and I do work full-time still. So I think 2 out of 3 is pretty good. 10,000 YouTube subscribers. Yay. We met that goal. Again, thank you guys. And then 3,000 Instagram followers. So I met both those goals, which is pretty cool. I also wanted to post to Pinterest after every video. Now, I didn't achieve this for a few reasons. 1, I hate it. I hate making pins. I'm not good at Pinterest SEO, and I've said this to myself for 3 years now. If I ever make enough money to hire people, I am hiring someone to do Pinterest for me. Now that I'm only doing 1 video a week, it's not that hard. It's only 12 videos I have to do a quarter. That wasn't for me this year. Maybe next year. 3 email campaigns per month, almost. I did, I think, at least 1 per month, which is pretty good because 2020, I was so bad at sending out emails. 1 to 2 per month is pretty good, I think. I didn't get 3 every month, but some months I did get 3. I crossed it out, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I wanted to apply to a master's program at the end of of January. But then everything just got crazy. We were moving. I didn't know what my new job would look like here. I didn't know what my channel would look like. And also, I haven't had any free time in like 2 years. I mean, this is what I do in my free time, but now it's kind of become my second job. So now I'm like, wait, I don't really have any free time. So taking a break from school so I could actually like do things I enjoy, like crochet and watch Netflix and go on hikes, especially because we're moving to the United States and we knew we were going to be hiking every weekend. I'm like, I'm not going to have any time to go to school, especially a master's program. So once Dan and I are finished with our current jobs, we're actually going to go back to school. Next one, work on mental health. 2020 was a very difficult year for a lot of reasons. Not even because of COVID, but COVID influenced things for me in a lot of ways without going like too deep into it. I am in a much better place this year, which is really good. I don't really know how I did it. Moving helped a lot. My last workplace, the definition of toxic. And I think also, you know, going down to 1 video a week, being done with school, taking a break from everything for a while, and actually like getting to relax every night has been so good as well. Start affiliate marketing. I originally put by February, and then I quickly crossed that out and put December. So I have started affiliate marketing. I'm still not the best at it. Like, I should be putting more links in my videos and sharing them on Instagram and stuff, but I have started. So if you would like to support me by buying some zero waste products, let me know. I do have like a full list of the products on my website. The website's always linked down below. Finally monetized on YouTube, I figured a good goal for this year would be to get a sponsorship. I only wanted 1, at least 4. So that was pretty cool, getting to work with all these brands, and then also just getting to work with a bunch of brands on stuff like the toilet paper review, the period underwear review. And then I worked with some brands also for TikTok and Instagram. I also wanted to collab with 2 different people on YouTube, because I did do a few collabs in 2020, but I wanted, again, to like get my foot in the door with some other creators, make some new friends in this community. And so I made 3 collabs all in the beginning of this year. I really wanted to do some more at the end of this year, but it's just been crazy. So I did a beach cleanup with Churamura and Oki Life to help support saving the sea turtles in Okinawa. That video was amazing. One of my favorites from this year. And then also Kristen, we collabed on the non-aesthetic things, my zero waste life video. I wanted to do another speaking event, and honestly, I think I can cross that out. I did have a few people reach out to me to talk to some college students, but things didn't work out with travel or Zoom or anything like that. But just yesterday, I actually did do a presentation for my entire workplace. So for like 50 plus people, I think I'd count that as a speaking event. It was really just teaching them how to recycle properly because I set up a recycling program. Nobody was recycling properly. So it was just like a, hey, you guys are wrong kind of presentation, but it was a speaking event. I think I can cross that off. When we found out we were moving back to the United States in January, we had no idea where we were moving. I just broadly put on here, build a travel vehicle of some sort. We really wanted to like renovate a van or something so we could have like a weekend adventure mobile, but Vegas has some stupid rules. Like, you can't have a non-serviceable vehicle in your driveway for more than 3 days, and you also can't use your garage as a shop. Also, I wanted to start 1 video per week for our adventure channel, which I did sort of. It's a lot harder to make content for that channel. Like, for example, when we were moving, we didn't do an adventure for like a whole month, so I kind of fell off there, but I did post nearly 52 videos on that channel, 1 video per week. The channel for that is always linked down below too. It's stuff like our road trip across Japan, snorkeling, hiking, rock climbing, all sort of our adventures. So I did get more consistent with that. And then I wanted to do a compost and a garden. And then the garden dreams kind of failed when we learned we were moving to Las Vegas. Not that you can't garden here. People do it, it's possible. But you have to build raised beds and you have to get a bunch of soil in bags and use a bunch of water, and we're in a water shortage here. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna garden, but I am composting, so I think that's great. It had to happen at least one point. I had to set a goal that I definitely knew I couldn't achieve. And that was I wanted to make $1,000 a month by December. I'm kind of lucky if I make $200 a month from the channel. I have my other job. So now I know next year to set that goal a little lower because that was very ambitious and not quite achievable. Okay, I hope you are excited for a long video because we still have not moved on to accomplishments. Okay, so it's actually really funny. At the beginning of the year, again, I was very, very small, still small channel, but super, super small in January. So it was such a big deal to receive some free products. So I wrote that down. Also made my first $100 from YouTube ads on January 15th. Okay, this is what actually blows my mind. So in January, my videos were averaging 300 views. So it was so exciting when a video hit 1,000 views. So I'm like, another video hit 1,000 views on January 16th. But now the channel average is 600 or 700 views per video. But I'd say at least one video a month hits 1,000 views like within a couple days. The channel hit 1,000 total views on January 29th. Ooh, I did an interview podcast with Seeking Sustainability Live Japan on YouTube. It's on YouTube, but it's like formatted for a podcast. That was a lot of fun getting to talk about like my experience living in Japan and being a zero waster in Japan and all that sort of stuff. Wow, lots of collabs. I did a collab with Susie from Chew on That about biodiversity, a collab with Charlotte, How to Live Zero Waste as a Teen, Christian from Strong Through Life, the collab with Tremor and Oki Life. But this was what was crazy. We took our Japan road trip. I was not on my phone for like 2 weeks. We had limited data. There's no unlimited data in Japan, so I had 5 gigs, which when you're living in a van with no Wi-Fi, that goes really quickly. So I was like not on my phone at all for 2 weeks. I hit 2,000 subscribers on 19 March, 3,000 subscribers on 26 March. 1 week, I gained 1,000 subscribers. When was the next one? 4,000 subscribers on 12 April, 5,000 subscribers on 24 April, 6,000 subscribers on 10 May. I gained 5,000 subscribers like in 4 months. That was absolutely crazy. The growth I saw March and April was insane, and I don't even know why. I received my first YouTube paycheck in April. That was exciting. And then finally, like the steady growth finally kind of like leveled out, and I was seeing like easily 1,000 views per day total on the channel, which was really cool. The non-aesthetic ways I live zero waste became the most popular video 1 month after I posted it with 46,000 views. That was insane. It's still insane. That video hit 1,000. The video hit 100,000 views. I got another sponsorship with Pila. That was amazing to work with. Actual burnout I felt this spring and summer. So like I said, we moved across the world from Japan to Las Vegas, and that was when I was still doing 2 videos per week, and I had to schedule content out through the move because I wasn't gonna have we had to ship our computer. I didn't have that computer for 2 months, so I'm like, I need at least 2 months of content prepped. I had 17 videos scheduled. I filmed 17 videos in advance, and I was talking with some of my like other eco creator friends, one of them being Coco, and she's like, how in the world do you manage to do it being full-time? And I'm like, it's really easy now with just 1 video per week, but I think it's just easy in comparison to what I had to do this spring. I don't know how I did it. I literally don't know. I was working full-time, I was packing for a move, I was trying to get all my paperwork done in order to move, plane tickets, getting our pets over here, scheduled 17 videos. The channel hit 300,000 views in July, 7,000 subscribers in July, 8,000 subscribers in August. Honestly, the growth to like 8,000 subscribers was so steady. And then I hit even to 9,000. It was like 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers per month until August. August was when I hit 9,000, and I didn't hit 10,000 until last week. And then I think, you know, now like everyone's in school, the holidays, people don't have as much free time to watch YouTube, so maybe that's kind of why it's like stagnant. 500,000 views, and the non-aesthetic ways I live zero waste hit 100,000 views early October. That one video has 1/5 of my channel's views. That's crazy. Oh, something else really exciting, not really related to this brand, but like our total online entrepreneurship. We launched our website to buy prints. I mean, I've had a website for a while, but Dan took a lot of time to build a website. It looks great. If you want to buy any of our prints, they're available there. It will be linked in the description. And then pretty much the last few things for the year was I hit 10,000 subscribers, and I finished my second freebie of the year. And that's pretty much it for this channel. Some other exciting things that happened this year though. It is absolutely crazy to me that we were living in Japan 6 months ago. This year has felt like 2 years. You know, like looking back, like wow, 2021 is already gone. But like this year, very transformative. You know, I'm like a very different person than I was in January, working a different job, living in a different country, all this sort of stuff. So we went on some amazing adventures early 2021. And honestly, I thank COVID for it, because, you know, we had some huge plans planned for 2020, which we knew not to make huge plans for 2021. That helped a lot too. I think, like, you know, we're used to COVID, we were used to the restrictions and everything. But anyway, we were supposed to go to New Zealand in 2020, do a 2-week road trip across New Zealand. Gonna be so much fun. Got canceled, obviously. So we're like, okay, we have all this extra time off that we can take, and we have all this money saved up that we saved for that trip. What can we do instead? So we took a 2-week road trip around Japan, and I'm so thankful for that trip. It was a blast. We learned that do love living out of our vehicle, so we're like, because like that's something we were thinking about doing for a little bit, but we weren't sure it was quite for us. But like, no, it was so much fun living out of a van. It was such a jam-packed 2 weeks. It felt like a whole month, maybe even 2 months. We did so much. We literally saw the entire country except for the northernmost island of Hokkaido. We woke up to Mount Fuji, snow-capped Mount Fuji. absolutely dreamy. We saw like green lush, Kyushu, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We saw the snow monkeys. We saw bamboo, seagull breeding grounds. What do we do up north? We got our van stuck in the sand. All these videos are on our travel channel if you'd like to check them out, but that trip was spectacular. And we only did that like 7 months ago. But that was our big trip. We were supposed to go skiing this January, but COVID canceled. Classic. Really, the rest of our traveling in Japan was seeing the rest of the islands in the Okinawa prefecture. We went to, where did we go? We went to Ie Island. You know, I think again, they like closed down travel to the rest of the prefecture and we were trapped on our little island. Another reason why I hated 2020. So we really just explored the rest of the island, saw the cherry blossoms. I went and picked some oranges. Just fun little like side challenges, if you will, in Okinawa. And then we moved here without ever going backpacking, ever. We're backpackers. We love carrying 50 pounds on our backs and going hiking for 4 days straight. Without ever trying it, we spent a lot of money on gear, but thank goodness we love backpacking. So we took our first backpacking trip, Great Basin National Park. It's the only national park in Nevada and is one of the least visited national parks. We saw maybe 6 people in August. Like, we went during peak season and we saw like nobody. It was still one of the hardest things I think I've ever done, mostly just because it was my first backpacking trip and we thought 14 miles is great for our first backpack with like 5,000 feet of elevation gain. It was brutal, but it was a lot of fun. We took another road trip this year. We went to Ohio and back, the first time seeing our families since 2019. I hadn't seen my family since spring of 2019, so it was 2.5 years. So that was great, getting to see everyone, and then also getting to see the country, because like we both grew up in Ohio, never really left, so we got to see Colorado and Kansas and Utah. It was so cool. Saw a bunch of national parks on our way back. Again, all this is on our travel channel. And then this fall, where did we go? We went to Arches, we went to Canyonlands, we went to Cottonwood Lakes, which is beautiful hike in the Sierras, Southern Sierras. The hike itself wasn't that bad, but we were not used to the elevation. We live down here in Las Vegas. It's like 1,000 feet and we were hiking at like 10,000. So, and then we closed out the hiking season with Death Valley this year. And like I said, other accomplishments, I guess, is getting out of that toxic work environment. Not really an accomplishment because I don't have much control over it. I do work for the government, so they control where I work and where I live. I still count it as an accomplishment because even if you don't have much control, getting out of a toxic relationship of any kind is very good thing. So very happy to be out of there. I did finish some Japanese classes. I took Japanese like college level 1 and 2 this spring. So much fun. If anybody speaks Japanese and you want to tutor me or you just want to practice, I would love to. So I'm a language nerd. I have my degree, my bachelor's degree in linguistics. You know, I studied Spanish for 4 years and then I moved to Japan, quit practicing Spanish. I even forgot how to say thank you. I don't want my Japanese to get rusty. I spent 3 years learning it. It was never great, you know, I was never fluent, but I want to keep practicing. And easiest to practice with someone else who speaks the language and not just like Duolingo. But same goes, I started learning Hungarian. If anybody speaks Hungarian and you want to help me, help me. I have a really, my toxic trait is learning languages, not sticking to them, and not learning related languages. Like, why am I learning Spanish, Japanese, and Hungarian? I also want to learn ASL. I think that's pretty much it. So I guess now it's time to wait for January 1st to roll around, write my stats for the year, and then write some goals for the year. There's always room for growth. You know, I'm not perfect when it comes to living zero waste, so I want to have some zero waste goals too. But speaking of, in January, I do have a video of 40 plus zero waste New Year's resolutions for you guys. If you're looking to be more zero waste in the new year, I got a full list coming for you in January on how you can start living zero waste with like attainable New Year's resolutions. So I hope you're excited for that. I hope you're excited for the new year. I have lots of exciting content planned. Definitely want to talk about why Amazon is not eco-friendly, how to care for period underwear, how to be an activist from home. It's very cool to me to see where I was a year ago in all aspects of my life, from my real job, this job, personally, and see where I am now. And I hope that you enjoyed it as well. And I hope you take some time too to reflect, like, where were you January 1st and where are you now? Say hello. There he is. Oh, he's gonna be on my lap now. Oh, look up here. Hey, look up. Here he goes. But that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I know it's long and not my normal content, but if you appreciate this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know some of the goals you achieved this year, whether that be zero waste or personal, or maybe some zero waste goals you have for next year. And if you're new here, what an interesting video for you to start on for my channel. But I talk about all sorts of things zero waste, trying to make zero waste free, easy, and fun for everyone, as well as practical ways to be an activist. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, remember that your small changes have a big impact in the long run. Bye guys. So